Counter-Strike is spooky. To celebrate Halloween, you and I are going to take a look at some of the spookiest maps and features that Counter-Strike has had to offer over the years. Even when Valve forgets to spook us, the community never does. This is Dust 2. We all know and love Dust 2, but this is Dust 2 when things go bump in the night. Outside B tunnels, there is a graveyard. Tunnels themselves almost look like the inside of a haunted mansion, and when you finally make your way out onto the B-bomb site, you are greeted with an eerie green portal swirling over some spooky towers. If you run to Long A, you will find some coffins on a wagon, and a creepy clock tower has managed to be constructed and is ticking away as death calls for us all. If you push Short A, you will find a very typical Counter-Strike map Easter egg. This dead man. We can only imagine the horrible things he saw before he met his maker. CT Spawn has this spooky pile of hay with a jack-o'-lantern on it, but T-Spawn has something even more terrifying. An ominous, glowing, red tractor. Groundskeeper Willie would be very happy to see this. You may notice the lovely purple and orange fairy lights around the map, or even this cool pumpkin soccer ball. That's because I'm playing with SV_holiday_mode set to 1. For those who don't know, if you set holiday mode to 1, it enables the Halloween flare. If you set it to 2, you get the Christmas flare. When you die with the Halloween mode enabled, you turn into a ghost and fly around the map with a spectral shiv, which is just a basic flip knife, but in a ghostly form and with no hand holding it. When you are a ghost, you can see all the other ghosts as they fly around the map. It was a pretty cool idea, but I am sad that the old Halloween masks from years ago never made a return. Stepping back in time, we have a 1.6 map that was released 12 years ago in 2011. This beautiful map by Sash7 is called CS Evil Crazy. Sash claims that it is the scariest 1.6 map ever made. It isn't filled with jump scares or anything crazy like that. But what it does really well is have excellent level design with the perfect texture selection and perfect the art of the eerie atmosphere. The house has a small footprint but does contain several floors, including a creepy basement and an attic that allows you to jump up onto the roof. As you play many rounds on the map, you may notice that things don't always seem the same. That's because they aren't. Little things throughout the house change every round, so you never know what is lurking around the corner. The map also contains a few secrets to discover, which involve you activating some triggers hidden throughout the map, but be warned, as this will open the gates to hell. In 2008, Dr. Boo released DE Fear Mansion, and this mansion really does fill you with fear as you walk around it. The T-side spawn in a graveyard with eyes all over the place, and once you enter the mansion, you are immediately faced with many choices. For those of you who dread deciding what to eat for dinner, this is already enough to make you cry, but for the rest of us, it's the clown heads and the bloodstains throughout the room. To your right, there is a creepy hallway with Alex Vance standing there, waiting for you. But when you approach her, she runs around the corner. There's only one issue. There is no corner. There's also this bedroom that once you enter, the paintings change to creepy portraits and the floor looks flooded and tinted red. The most uncomfortable part of the room to me is that there are no mattresses in these bed frames. Someone might wake up with a bad back. In a small room connected to the bedroom, you will find 2 stinky, charred corpses sitting on seats. And when you approach them and interrupt their conversation, they both look at you because you are the real monster. Elsewhere on the map, you will find this hallway with wallpaper that is pulsing with bloodstains, and once you brave through it and the weird intestine-looking corner, you go up a set of stairs and enter a library, only for this to happen. We all had a feeling that books were evil for a long time, but now there's proof. The next map I want to talk about is DE Livehouse by Nipper, who you may remember from my 3rd episode of Forgotten Maps. If you haven't seen that video yet, I highly suggest you check it out after this video. When the T spawn in, they are greeted with what appears to be a building inside a mountain with 3 possible entrances. As the polite human that you are, you go to enter the front door and the house says no. If you enter through the left intestine path, you find yourself in a warehouse with flying wheels and a mouth that spits red balls at you. If you run up this ramp and through this cave, you find yourself in a corridor with a couple of doors and a big hole in the floor. Jump down and all of a sudden you find yourself in a mostly normal looking area that is the B bomb site on this map. It's also the CT spawn. Elsewhere on the map, you will find a sneaky trapdoor with an orb hiding behind it waiting for you. And when you try and open the door, another unsettling area of the map is this U-shaped hallway where the walls won't stop moving. Even worse is the fact that as you walk through it, the ceiling tiles above you blow out and reveal a disgusting view that consumes the entire house. When it comes to the A-bomb site, I don't think there are words to describe what you're seeing. The only good that comes from this room is the fact that you can plant the C4 here and blow this place sky high. Before we move on to the final map of the video, I have to mention the fact that if you turn around in T-spawn before the freeze time runs out, you'll be greeted by a very friendly looking zombie who wants to give you a hug. The last map of the video is probably the most creepy map of them all, DE Deadblock by Alpha Kenny 1. The T's spawn in this dingy basement looking room with two options. Do you go towards the kids' room wallpaper hallway, or do you dare face what is lurking beyond in the burning apartment? As you make your way through the burning apartment, you wind in and out of rooms, hoping that nothing is lurking around the next corner. Luckily, you eventually manage to get your way out of the apartment and find yourself in another hallway. As you look left, you see a big arrow with an A pointed on the wall to let you know that you are so close to the A-bomb site. So you follow the arrow, but as you open the door at the end of the hallway, you realize your mistake. As you walk down the stairs and into the basement, you are greeted by blood flooding the floor, the glow of a flickering light, and a maze with two possible exit points. You make your way through the maze and up the stairs to the A-bomb site. You open the door, and a vent collapses with a body falling out of it. From here, you can see a dark hallway with a glowing bloody line on the floor, calling to you to see what is lurking around the corner. As you exit this dark path, you find yourself in yet another long hallway, but this time with a big hole in the floor. Luckily for you, it's just your brain playing tricks on you, because there is no hole. Round the corner and you will find a big open area with a lot of cells. This is actually the CT spawn area, with most of the spawns and buy zones found inside the cells themselves. Going back to the hallway, after you make it through the flaming apartment, if you go the other way, you will make your way towards the B bomb site. You make another turn, and then this happens. Somehow, you survive this, and you run through and open these doors that lead you onto the B bomb site, which also happens to be a train station. I hope you weren't going to hide in the male toilet, because if you were, think again. Happy Halloween to all. Don't have any nightmares tonight. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, take care.